Yo, what up? Stillo, Suav City, repping Rottweiler, here with my boy Christian at the compound right now. Secret location, undisclosed. They're posted up, just going over some new designs. I've been doing screen printing for like, I want to say 10 years, but like I was learning how to do screen printing for like 3 years, and I was trash for like 5 or 6 years. And then like I was getting a little bit better at it, and then I started focusing more heavily on like the designing side of it. But I still take everything that I learned from like learning how to screen print into designing, because you have to know how to set the artwork up properly for screen printing, you know what I mean? So I was able to pick up a few cool little tricks to the next level. But it's definitely another business venture. Is like there's like Rottweilers, just like the design aspect and like the streetwear that we've been creating, and then there's the services that we provide. But I do other shit too. Like I do hella other shit, website design, just marketing, advertising, like a little bit of management, you know. Stillo is he's a dad, bro. He's just the fucking little homie. He's the big homie. You know what I mean? It depends on what perspective you're looking at it from. I got a little boy, 4 years old. His name's Atlas, baby Esco. He goes to daycare like 5 days a week. I usually bring him kind of like later in the day. We get to spend like the whole morning together and shit. I like taking him to do like fun shit, like shit that my parents would take me to do. Just like go on trails in the morning, or go get a Slurpee after school. Like he gets so gassed on just like having a snack. Like it's crazy like how little they need. So just like seeing how he moves and seeing like the things that he wants to do, and seeing how he even interacts with like my homies and shit, like it's like a huge inspiration for what it is that I do, and just being like childlike and allowing that like childlike energy to just like flow. You know what I mean? But that's just me, bro. It's who I am. I've been out here in San Diego for almost 30 years, bro. Like I'm 28 next month, and so I've just all my experiences that I took as a kid, like just shape who I am, and you know what I mean. And it makes me who I am. Every day is something new, like. But things that I believe to be true, like in the morning of my life, bro, like in the beginning of my life, I don't see those to be true no more. You know what I mean? Like I can do whatever I want now. I used to think that I had like walls and barriers like holding me back from doing shit. I don't have that no more. So that's what Stillo is. It's completely like dead of character who I was like 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Now it's like, this is who I am now. This is who I'm gonna continue to be forever. Well, how are we gonna go to the park if we're gonna go get snacks? Just youthfulness in general, just being around like a young, free spirit. He don't really like, hasn't seen a lot of things, you know what I mean? So when he sees something new and he reacts to it, it like really inspires me. Like even things as small as like putting a pencil in his hand and putting a paper in front of him and seeing what he wants to draw, like
because you can eat.
It's all inspiration. Seeing how he would do something for the first time versus how I would do it, knowing how to do it, problem solving, being able to put ideas into his mind in like a real subliminal way. You want it red? Man, I don't know. That's kind of crazy. Maybe we can get some gel that makes it red. Yeah? You gonna run? Baby Esco for Rottweiler. Spring 2019 right here. definitely consider myself an artist. I mean, everything from designing clothes, the print that goes on the clothes, the fabric that we use to print on the clothes, the way that we fucking shoot everything, the way that we organize everything, the way that we throw events. It's all artistry, you know what I mean? Even the podcast, like doing Dice Roller Radio every Monday, like finding different people to interview and talk to. When I wanted to start my brand, I was basically like, fuck what everybody thinks, fuck what anybody thinks. Like, I'm gonna just do me and do whatever the fuck I want, make the shit that looks cool to me, because I like seeing new clothes, because I like seeing new shit all the time, you know what I mean? Like, I don't wanna like think about what other people want. Like, I just wanna experiment and like find ways to push my artistry to its fucking limit. And that's how I go into it, you know what I mean? I start with like, I don't really give a fuck what nobody thinks. Like, people are gonna think this shit's cool, you know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be people that hate on it. There's that shit every single day, you know what I mean? So Rottweiler and its motto, which is do what thou wilt, it just stands true to that. It's just do whatever you want. Like, here's this product, you can take it for face value, or like you can look for the deeper meaning in it, because all the products have deeper meaning in it. I like sublimate so many ideas into the products, like whether it's Christian ideas or Muslim ideas or Buddhist ideas, or fucking Satanism, you know what I mean? Like, I find ways to incorporate everything in there so that people can find meaning. People are always constantly searching for meaning. So Rottweiler not only like gives them like a cool aesthetic, a cool vibe to like wear, but it gives them a meaning, you know what I mean? And that's the most important thing for me, is like educating people. If you don't know that everything's connected, you're not going to be a good person to other people, because you're not going to take that into consideration. You're not going to think about how your decisions impact others. Then like, yeah, you're doing what you want, but it's like, do what thou wilt comes from a really negative place. It was like the wickedest man alive, Aleister Crowley. He wrote this book called The Book of the Law, and in the Book of the Law, he says that it was all channeled through like this being that's like, it looks like a little gray alien, and he like was in this meditative state in like the pyramids in Giza, and like channeled the whole thing in one night. And it's like really dark, you know what I mean? And he like bashes a lot of things about the world and about society.
Your phone
But
died.
oh, okay, bud, you want to hang out with me? I'm telling them about Aleister Crowley.
Yeah, I want to play a game, but I want your phone.
Okay, well, in a little bit, okay? We'll charge my phone up. Dice Roller Radio is a podcast based out of Barrio Logan that I record with my homie Will B. We try to include a lot of different people from the city, get a nice perspective and like variety. That we're sort of on season 2 right now. Like, it's kind of like a Will and I, we kind of touch base in like a unspoken sort of way. We sort of just kind of see what each other's visions are, and we don't have to say too much. It's kind of just like, that's a dope idea, you know what I mean? And like everything seems to flow out of it really easily.
This record is created in responsible. We catch a lot. We get it paid. We get it in. We get it out. We get it in. We get it cash. Booming out the bag. Baby, if I flip it, then I'm gifting you a bag. Booming, watch it blow. Who that at the door? Move it for the low. See, booming, need that fast. Baby, if I flip it, then I'm gifting you a jag. Who that at the door? Acting like they know me. Baby, rock that just with that baby.
What up, man? It's young Sebio. We out here with my boy Rossi, my boy Stillo. My name is Sebio G. I'm an artist, musician, and I met Stillo a minute ago, just off mutual homies. He pulled up at my cousin's shop one day, brought hella clothes, and ever since that day we just became bros, and we just been rocking ever since. And then that's how I met Rossi, and then we all just, you know, Suav City shit after that.
Yo, what up? Rossi out of Suav City. I've known Stillo for like over a decade, since high school. Started doing clothes, 2007, 2008, and just never stopped, and then we're here now. Boy Sebio G, this is all Suav City shit. Before it was Rottweiler, it was, what was it? Like, we started doing like Palm Avenue stuff. So Rott to me symbolizes progress and coming from nothing to something. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, when he started doing shit, he was screen printing shit in his garage. like we'd be in his garage, and it wasn't even like a screen printer machine. It was just a screen, and then we used the table to do shit. And then we would burn our own screens in the sun. We didn't have like a screen burner or whatever they call them shits.
Yeah.
So it, like, we go from there, and then he branched off, started doing his own shit, made Rottweiler and shit. I was doing the music, and then he kept going with it. I supported since day one, and then now he's here, and I'm hella proud of this dude. He's killing it right now. I was telling him the other day, I was going to Einstein Bagels to pick up some breakfast, and as I was coming out, somebody was walking in. Some dude walked in. I don't know who he was. He just had a Rottweiler hat, and so I sent him a text, and I was just like, "Yo, that shit's crazy. Like, I'm dumb proud of you."
Yeah. These are two people that are definitely like staples that I feel like people who see the brand or don't know the brand, if they know either of these people, they're definitely gonna feel like a certain attraction towards the brand, because it's the same vibe. It's all within the same camp. You see, like I used to work at this print shop, and like with like the first week that I worked there, I just found like a bunch of old random shit laying around, and one of the things that I found was a piece, like a transparency that had this dragon on it, and I like had just told myself, like, I was like, I'm gonna use that one day, and that was like, I found it again like 2 years later, and I was like, fuck it, like, use that. I just really like it. It looks like, it reminds me of like a Japanese woodblock print. The font is like one of the first like Rottweiler logos I had like made originally, and the inverted pentagram like is a symbol of like the earth and like man and just being in the moment. Yeah, all things that are like really like key to like my own personal like beliefs. So the 5-pointed star is like one of the only shapes that like contains the phi ratio within it, right? Because like this distance to that distance is proportional like from this distance to that distance, the short line and the long line, and it's like it's here and it's also like across here. So I use symbolism a lot. Not like it's powerful and meaningful to me when I see it. It reminds me of things, and it like keeps like reminds me to just like keep my own like center. But it's also very unconscious. These symbols have meant things to man for millennia, you know what I mean? So I think when people see it, it hits them in a certain way.
Doggy.
What's Rottweiler?
Doggy.
The doggy?
Uh-huh.
Is that the clothes your dads make?
Oh, my doggy make it. Atlas.
Atlas? Yeah?
Hey, will you see what I can do?
What?
Watch out for you!
New music is for sure coming, like always. You know, everybody's like, new shit coming, but it's really coming. We've been working for a while now. We're just gonna keep expanding this Rottweiler, Suav City shit, and that's it, man. Rocking forever. Shout out to my brothers, man.
Yeah, exactly. The mom and pop shots. That's why I fuck with Rottweiler, and that's the reason why we're here today. Yo, shout out my boy Stillo, Suav City shit. I go by Rossi Rock.
If it wasn't for the squad, I probably wouldn't even be at the level that I'm at right now, realistically, with like Rottweiler. I mean, anything can happen, you know what I mean? Like, you can't really go backwards and try and do it all over again, but like, I know for a fact the way shit went down, like Rossi had a huge part in it, Will had a huge part in it, my homies Kyle, Samson Kane, 95 Until, Sebio G, Sassolini, like, whether it was this year or last year or whatever it was, like, Johnny Guapo, Chris Gonzo, like Lord Romantico, these fools are like crucial to the development of Rottweiler.
Your phone is small.
Oh yeah.
And his phone is big.
Oh yeah, like a whole tablet, huh? I think the most famous piece that I have is the hat. I mean, the classic like black Rottweiler A-frame cap with the Rottweiler embroidery in red. Like, I've seen ASAP Bari wearing that, Bodega Bam's wearing that. That's just like, that's probably the most classic piece. Like, people tell me all the time that they see random people like out in the city just wearing it, and that's a really good feeling to me, you know what I mean?
Booming, 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 booming out the back. Baby, if I flip it, then I'm gifting you a bag. Booming, 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 watch it blow.
You ever got your nails done here?
sometimes.
You ever gotten a foot massage?
I got my future red right after I got my nails done.
Angelic psychic, huh?
And then I cleaned my
Your pants off? You gotta dry clean your pants because you got bopped up after the psychic reading?
No, she really gave me dome, bro. She gave me psychic
She's like,
bop.
I see some dome in your future. Off top. Very nice. Hey, we are full of smoked salmon, smoked fucking tuna, fresh salmon, beans, rice, quesadillas,
Whole lot of lime, micheladas,
all of that.
calories. I got them for free, real quick. I just get to stand everywhere and nobody knows that they're women's glasses.
No, it doesn't matter.
That's fire. You guys are inspiring me to dye my own hair, bro. I'm gonna
You
come out.
should, bro. Like, I don't know. It's just like, for why not? Like,
Why the fuck not? I told Rossi say the word, bro. Me and Seb on it,
bro.
Hey,
Seb would
Hey,
be
you
fire
know
with
her
like
right
lime
there.
green because he's like dark,
Yeah,
darker
it would
skin
pop.
tone.
It would pop as fuck. I don't know what color hair.
I feel like the color of your sweater would be hard, bro.
Pink as fuck,
Like
huh?
pink as fuck.
That would be
hard.
cash. What's up?
hey, look.
Okay, for real. Okay, nice to meet you.
Oh my God, for real, for real.
For real, for real. Nice to meet you.
For real, bro.
For real, for real.
Like, how many times we gotta shake, bro?
FR.
What'd you say?
You said what?
I said turn your heads in the square.
Put your heads in the square. Oh,
Yeah.
We in the square?
Well, you gotta go closer.
in the frame now.
Hey.
Boy.
Alright, ready? This is what we're gonna do.
Wildin', bro.
My boy.
Have a
Take
good
care.
jog.
Yeah. A good jog. All right. Atlas. My guy.
Lunch tomorrow.
I'm saying bye. Give me a solid one, bro.
A solid one for the
solid
bros.
one.
Still hot.
Damn. All right, dog.
All right, G.
Take care,
Yo.
man.
If I have this outlet, whether it be the radio and I'm like talking, or I have like this outlet where I'm creating something that's physical that people can put their eyes onto, that like they can perceive and like create thoughts about it, then like that's cool to me too. You know what I mean? Like they don't necessarily have to be hearing me or seeing me. They can just see this completely other form of art that's like there for them to decide whatever they want with it. And then from there they can move forward, you know what I mean? Then from there they can follow like, or they can go down the rabbit hole of like what else is in Rottweiler, you know what I mean?
19 years old. I mean 19 years. Started by like few things like the press first, and then the dryer, the flash, like little by little. Started by like inks, squeeze, man. You know. I actually did it yesterday. Yeah, fucking proud. Yeah. Well, David, I'm gonna say how long? Like 1 year?
Like a year,
Like a year?
maybe a little
Yeah.
bit more.
It's going very good, man.
Yeah.
It's going very good. Fucking tight. I like it. When I'm printing, I can fucking get excited because it's new designs or new garments, or you know, it's tight.
I fucking love Christian, dude. This fool is crazy, bro. We were here the other day and we were just like talking. He was telling me like just different stories of like different experiences, like working in print shops and shit, and like there's nothing, you can't put a price on experience, bro, especially when it's hard. It's like going through some hard shit is like the best experience you could have, like as far as like you becoming who you are. You're gonna be giving out these thoughts and feelings of like, I don't have the thing that I want, and then you're not gonna have it because you're gonna keep attracting not having that thing. So when you change how you feel in the present to like, I have everything I need, I have everything I need, I have everything I need, then when you ask for something, it happens and it comes to you a lot faster. And that's like what I would want people to know. That's the most important thing I would want people to know. I mean, if someone was like watching this documentary in like 10, 20 years and they're like, oh, like what did this designer like talk about or feel, like how was he when he was 28, you know what I mean? I want them to be like, oh shit, like it's still relevant in my present because these feelings transcend. This is like a human being thing. This is like a life experience thing. This isn't like a fad. This isn't a trend, you know what I mean? I'm not just making clothes because it's cool. I'm not just making clothes because I want popularity. This isn't a popularity contest, you know what I mean? Like I make my art, I try to make my art the best way I can. mean, I definitely have my own agenda. I feel like my agenda, its essence, is like education. I really want to like educate people on things, ideas that are ancient, for lack of a better term, like old ideas that people have forgotten. There's a lot of knowledge that I came across that is old knowledge that has existed since like the dawn of man, and like that's the stuff that I really want to convey with my designs. I like want people to find like the beauty and like the depth and like the tiniest detail, because it's all intentional. Everything is intent. Everything behind all of this, it's all intuition. It's all stuff that I've imagined, and like what you were saying about The Secret, and like having drawn that picture of yourself in like the director's chair, like when you were a kid. It's like those dreams, you can create those. People don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. There's a feeling inside that says like, this is possible. I want this. And then you start getting older and people tell you like, nah, you can't do this, you can't do that. Fuck all that. You can do all of that. You can do anything. Oh, what's up?
A lot of ones that came up fake, I thought that they were real. Yeah. See how you trying to sell me dreams that you can never build. I'm repping San Diego to the death of me, we next for real. Cause when I leave, I know they speaking hella OD. When I'm gone, I know they talk about me low-key. When I die, they'll probably say I was the homie. Give my dick out the jacket to Seppi OG. Until then, I keep that jacket on my back. Look, until then, I keep that jacket on my back. Look, I got that jacket on my back, yeah. I got that jacket on my back, I tweeted that. You rapping guns the way you keep it at. I'm staying solid to the day that I go see my dad. These locals get a little love and really think they're popping. I swear to God, all you gotta do is look like Dennis Rodman. Yo, looking like the Matrix in my little shades. And you looking like you hate this cause you love my face. I stopped the baladero when I copped the boli. Brown skin and caballero, write the best when I get lonely. Pussy got the power, my G, don't ever get attached. It's all about the leverage in this game, so go and get it back. The only time she'll hit you up.